everyone, and welcome to Best Stocks 2019 with me, Avan Dabash and Mubina Kapasi. And what a year 2018 has been. A lot of investors have burnt their fingers in the stock markets because it's been filled with euphoria as well as nervousness and disappointment. But we're here to, sort of read the crystal, do a little bit of crystal gazing, talk about some of the best stocks in 2019. And for that, we have on board our guests joining in. On the technicals, Dr. C.K. Narayan as well as Kunal Bothra, and to guide us through the fundamentals with top wealth creation ideas, Hemang Jani and Gaurang Shah.
Okay, let's also talk about the technicals then of the market, and the highlights of course for the year have been very interesting ones, especially given the fact that the 200 DMA level, which is a very crucial one that every technical analyst on the street watches out for, had been breached by the Nifty, and just about that level we've been having some difficulty. Dr. Ryan, what are the highlights that you saw in the way the Nifty moved in the year gone by?
Through the year, the market has been into a low top, low bottom kind of formation, and in the process the 200 DMA that you mentioned has been broken, and in more recent times there has been a very spirited rally which has regained the territory about 200 DMA. Now this is the long-term moving average which kind of decides the market sentiment over the longer period of time. So the very fact that the index has been able to regain this and is able to sustain, howsoever tenuously at the moment, but still it's doing so, that is to be termed as a as a piece of good news, especially in the light of the overarching kind of bearish news and sentiment and volatility that we are currently witnessing. So I would say that we should look forward to 2019 with some amount of expectation. No doubt there is an event planned right in the middle of the year, but it does seem that the market is weathering the volatility and trying to take it in its stride. So we do look forward to 2019 as being certainly a much better year than 2018.
Dr. Narayan, over to you. L&T and ITC, these are the two stocks you've picked out on the technicals. Why is that?
Both these stocks have not really flourished like the other stocks have in 2018, the large cap names I'm saying. And but at the same time, what we are finding on the charts is, for example, for L&T, there is this long 1 year old consolidation, and this consolidation is happening on at the top of the advance. Now we had the stock trading at about 1400 levels early part of 2018, and we are still trading there despite the fact that the results flow across the year has been pretty exciting, and progressively I think institutional ownership buying is going on through this through the past set of quarters. I think all this is going to combine together, and the very fact that the stock is about to challenge its former highs and the order flows are pretty consistent, and the outlook for the large cap remains to be positive. I would think L&T could raise to about 1750 across 2019. So that's about a 20-25% upside from here. Similarly placed is ITC, which is not really performed in 2018, but at the same time if you look at the long-term charts, you will find that very definite accumulation patterns are getting created, and these are being formed on top of prior accumulation patterns, and I do believe that the 250 levels which that stock has been maintaining since 2014-15 is quite unlikely to break for a very long time to come. So with that as a very definite bottom and not too far away from here, the stop loss is very clearly defined. On the upside, I think there is room very definitely till about 360, which again translates to about 25-28% upside from where it is trading right now.
There you have it. Those are some interesting large cap bets coming your way. On that note, let's take a quick break right here on the show. But on the other side, we get you some of the top stock ideas from the mid cap universe. This is Best Stocks 2019. But, Dr. Narayan, you're always known to pick out some very interesting names, if you will, from the mid and the small cap universe. So going into year 2019, which are the stocks that you're spotting? What are the target prices that you have from the mid cap universe?
Well, first of the stocks that I would want to own in for 2019 would be Fine Organic Chemicals. Now, this is a more recently listed stocks in the chemical space. They make oleochemical derivatives, which are all specialty additives to a wide variety of industries, end users. I think what strikes me the most in the chart of Fine Organics, that if you were to take all the stocks which got listed in the last 1 year or more, you say Fine Organics has been among the very few which has really weathered the decline of 2018. It has held strong at the high levels and is actually about to challenge its all-time highs. It's trading currently up at about 1140, 1150 thereabouts. But I think the kind of strength that it has displayed in the face of a pretty adverse year, particularly for mid caps, I think that would indicate that the stock has a lot of takers in the market. Performance wise, product wise, let's say market share and what they're doing, any which way you try to dice that stock, you will find it coming up trumps. So I think Fine Organic is just waiting for better times in the market, which I believe 2019 would provide. Currently at about 1100, 1150 price zone. I would expect it to roll on till about 1350, 1400 quite easily in the coming year. Second stock that I'm picking is RBL Bank. I think that's another stock which has made a very, very strong bottom around 450, 460 levels, and then has come up pretty, smartly from those levels, currently reaching about 580. I think the stock is building up for yet another move on to the top side. If you look at it from a, let's say, price to book valuation, you'll find that it's not among the more expensive banks, and ownership is not as high as the other private sector banks. So if there were to be a realignment across the banking space, I do believe that RBL could be one of the go-to banks, and that is getting reflected on the charts. My sense is that it would pop up and create a new all-time high between 700, 750 in the coming year. So therefore, it merits a buy at the current level and on any dip that we may see across the next year.
Okay, two very interesting picks as always from Dr. Narayan coming in.